Hello everyone, Corn here and welcome to my channel. I'm going to do a tag and I asked Handsome if he would like to join me and he said yes.
Hello.
And I first saw this tag on Thelma Hall's channel and she saw it on Country Girl First Crafts here on YouTube, who is Sheila. And I think anybody here at my channel knows both of these ladies, but just in case you don't, I will list their channels down below and in the description box. And it is Get to Know Me tag. Get to know me. Which is, I can't...
John Lovitz.
John Lovitz is what, but I mean, I don't want to copyright anything if that's, I don't know. Can we do that? Can we do that?
I think so.
And be safe?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's quote.
Okay, we love John Lovitz. Okay. So, anyway, so the very first one is, what is your name and who named you? My name is Corn, and it is my nickname, and the name was given to me by my mother. And Handsome's name is Handsome, and that was given to him by his wife. And we're not trying to be little rascals. It's just we have not always had positive experiences here, and that's why I answered the way I did. Number 2, how many siblings do you have? I don't know if you can hear him since he has his slippers on, but
Right.
he was trying to do, you know how the horse goes like that? Well, Handsome was trying to do it, but it didn't work real well. He has 3, and I have 2. Let's see. Were you close to your cousins growing up?
No.
I was.
I was stuck in the hills.
Well, you could, they're asking, like, did you all get together for family gatherings and things like
No.
that? No, because you were out of ways and in the country, yeah.
I got together with my cows, though.
Yes, the cows.
And chickens.
And chickens.
Cousin cow and cousin chicken.
And it says, do you have a special bond with your grandparents?
No.
Okay. I had a special bond with both of my grandmothers, but especially my maternal grandmother, my mom's mom. Yes, I did. You all have heard me speak of her before and sometimes cry because she was extremely important to me. Did you enjoy high school?
I think I had some fun in high school.
Mm-hmm.
I only had 2 years of high school. I skipped a few.
Mm-hmm. There's my darling bragging. I was wondering if he was going to say this. Yeah, uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. He is one of those kids that, yes, skipped 2 years of high school. I, on the other hand, never skipped a grade in my life and had to work real hard for my grades, but I did all right. I absolutely loved high school. And I learned a lot, not only about, as we say back home, book learning, but I also learned a lot about life in high school, to be honest. So, yes, I did like high school. Alrighty. Number 6. What are your hobbies?
Reading.
Mm-hmm.
And computers.
Mm-hmm. And then some more reading.
And then some more reading.
And then after you do that, you do a little more reading.
Yes, and sometimes I read about computers.
Which is his cute way of saying computers.
That's right.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. You all know the reason I have a channel is because of one of my hobbies, but yeah, well, no, I don't have any paper crafts out right now, but hobby-wise, for off and on for years, that's changed. I used to do a lot of needlework, but I also sold that. I used to do fine artwork and portrait work, and I sold that too. Didn't make a lot of money, I can promise you that. Didn't, even for what I sold, I made just not too much, just pennies an hour, you know what I mean, with all the time that goes into them. But also, a lot of my time when I have quote-unquote free time would be working on the house. I like to work on older homes and put a lot of time and effort and elbow grease into old furniture, older homes, stuff like that. What do you do? Now, behave yourself on this one, mister, because I know he's already smirking back here. What do you do to relieve stress when you are stressed out? Behave.
Candy.
Candy, okay. All right. Okay, candy. When I'm stressed, I'll be honest with you, that's changed in the past couple of months. But before that, if I'm really stressed, I think a lot of y'all might be like me. I internalize a lot of that, and then it just keeps building up and building up. And I tell myself I deserve a goodie. And for many years, it was like a treat, like ice cream or a piece of cake or, something like that. And through the years, I think you all know, I can't have ice cream unless it's lactose-free. I can't have cake unless it's gluten-free, blah, blah, blah. So that, especially these past few months, that just, that's gotten less and less and less. So for me to deal with stress, to be real honest, I pray. I do pray. And my little reward to me, you all have seen it lately, it's Stamperia paper. But I can't do that a whole lot because, as you all know, to get yourself a cheap little ice cream cone is a lot less expensive than the Stamperia paper. So that's going to have to change too. Who is the longest friend you have had in your life? Oh, they can't see that, honey. You got to tell them.
Oh, okay. You. That's easy.
Handsome and I started out as friends. We weren't sweethearts or anything like that right off the bat. We were friends for a few years. And when that changed, it changed for him first. It took a little longer for me because most of you know he's younger than I. So that it was, it took me a little bit longer. But I have to say, I would love to say you, my darling, but it has to be a friend that I have.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
That I have had since I was 6 years old, and I am now 65. So.
Oh, okay, no, that's right. I get that.
So that she and it's not that we call each other every week, but we do keep in touch, and we do know what's happening with each other's lives, and we do realize what a blessing it is to have each other that long too, because that's rare, and we realize that. Okay, number 9. Oh, this is interesting. What is your favorite movie?
Cabin Boy. Chris Elliott.
And it's such a weird little movie, y'all. It is weird. But I have to say this, I do quote 1 or 2 things from it, but it's just a strange little movie.
Oh, which one's that?
Remember? The hula girl goes like this.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of them. So, anywho, yeah, it's a weird little movie, but if y'all like weird little movies, I'm sure Hanson would recommend it. I was thinking about this when I wrote the question down, and I'll be honest with you, I've got quite a few movies that I really like, but one that I can watch over and over and over, and I'll still cry, it still makes me cry, is It's a Wonderful Life.
And
It says, what's your favorite? No, remember, I've got something else coming next. Yeah, that's the answer to my next question, honey. But thank you for that. But movie-wise, I do also like rom-coms. I'm not going to lie about that, even though 90% of the time y'all know what's going to happen. But, no, It's a Wonderful Life, especially when the town gets together. I just boo-hoo every time, and I've seen it, 25 times? Here we go. What's your favorite book is the next one.
Huckleberry Finn.
You have always loved Huckleberry Finn, haven't you? And you're also a huge Charles Dickens fan, too. Almost all of his, plus Stephen King. Mine is To Kill a Mockingbird. To me, it said a whole lot. There's a whole lot in those words, and I have a great deal of respect for the book. Okay. What is your favorite thing to do on a stormy day?
Read.
You know, y'all, when I was younger, I used to, on a stormy day, I would sit on the sofa backwards because the window was behind it in the living room. And I'd sit on the sofa backwards and just watch the storm. I love to watch a storm. But these days, when it's stormy and stuff, well, I start crafting. If I can. If I'm not, doing dishes or laundry or all that stuff, then I like to craft. What's your favorite thing to do when the weather is perfect? They can't see that, baby.
I like to run.
Yes, he's back here imitating that he's running. I don't know why. The camera's not on you, baby. He's a runner and has been since high school. I've never been a runner. I'm an asthmatic, so you get me running, and that won't take long. Oh, and Hanson's back here dancing now because he says I love to dance. I absolutely love to dance, but I don't look outside and say, oh, what a beautiful day. I think I'll dance. That could happen, though, but it would be inside the house. It wouldn't be out. So what I like to do on a beautiful day, to be honest and blunt, again, if I'm not doing the things I have to do, I like to get in the car and go. I really do. That's like, even if it's, Handsome, get in the car. We're going to go and get just something like an iced tea or something. Just let's go. I enjoy that.
I run to the car when you do that.
That's right. And I'm kind of like a dog when you take the dog out in the car and it sticks its head out the window. I'm like, woohoo! It's fun for me. Then 13. Do you prefer the big city or a small town?
City.
I know you do. Poor man, and guess what? I have always loved a small town, and I probably will always love a small town. I don't mind going to the big city, soak up some culture, go to the theater, go to a nice place to eat, not where you have to wear a formal or anything, but you know what I mean. Nicer than McDonald's, let's put it that way. And then run back home. That's what I have done in the past. Handsome, when we were courting and we were first married, he'd get tickets, he'd save up his money and get tickets to the theater, and then we'd go into the city and go to the theater, and then, like I said, and then it was like, let's get out of here. But what were you going to say, baby?
I said I like to live in the city and then go in the country and soak up some cows and chickens.
So you're my opposite.
Yes.
And so I have to say, with all the moves we've been through, which are many, I kind of went out on that one. But he's always close enough to go in the city and play if he wants to. And then 14, what is the first thing you want to do when this virus pandemic is over?
600 gallons of iced tea.
I make iced tea for him, a pitcher of iced tea almost every 2 days, so I don't know what that's about, but okay. What I want to do is what I said earlier. Get in the car and go. Even if I don't get out the car, I just want to get in the car and just go. Put the windows down and just, whoo.
And so you shall.
Yeah, I hope so. And as most of y'all know, some states are saying let's get together and do this earlier, but some of us need to be really careful out there. In fact, all of us should be careful, some more than most, but especially if you're at high risk, you need to take it slow. That's what I'm gonna do. So, and Handsome, are you gonna? Oh no, he's got his harmonica, y'all. Are you gonna behave when they tell you, okay, you can go out now? I guess y'all will have to determine what that answer is yourselves. And we'd like to thank y'all for joining us. We'd like to thank Sheila and Thelma too for sharing and telling all of us, if you want to do the tag, do it. They didn't just pick, a few people. They said anybody. So I thought that was super sweet. And we'd like to thank y'all for joining us today. And we hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening. Bye-bye, everybody.